Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Ready. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. Viking 18.
Elliott's on 1st and 10. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
60 Eagles, 6 Cougar 19. Ready.
Once again, Elliott. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So 20 yards on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it from the gun with Elliott. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Ed Oliver there to make the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
They're going to try and throw it here. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go.
Mustang 19. 70 Lions. 6.
From the red zone now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
60 Bisons.
Throwing from the gun. He gets him behind the line, and he loses the football. And this is going to be Raiders football. It looked like those 6 points were theirs. They were right there on the horizon, but a very disappointing way for that to end, as instead they turn it over down near the goal line.
Yeah, I think the word I'd use here, Kate, is bittersweet, because it wasn't all bad. That opening drive still made it right to the edge of the end zone. A lot to build on here, but man, what a painful way for that drive to end.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Penix. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, Judkins. Pushing it up past the 30. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Penix now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the 1st hit or the 2nd. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. It's complete. Kyle Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz when he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Handoff now to Judkins. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. Johnson up the middle. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. First and 10 now at the 29. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. Running the draw here with Judkins. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Brought down back at the 32.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone on first. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close. That edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
Leads to second and goal.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Penix now. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get the game's first points here in the second. This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point set in through the rain. And the Raiders take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Now Borregales on to send it away. Luther Burden now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Let's go.
This drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Tackle made there by the rookie from Arkansas.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Odunze's got it, right side. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Working on 1st down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. He's going to lose a roam. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready? Lightning 18. Let's go.
Looking to throw here. Here's a screen to Elliott. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Take go.
Elliott running out of the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Hold the ready.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. 3rd down.
Get up. Cougar 19. 6. Ready.
They're throwing it. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
Around 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Lion. Ground ball 80.
Penix working from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Raiders.
To the air with Penix. Right back to Neighbors, and he's got it. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, it's a go-to route to target.
At the 50-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that makes it 3rd down.
6 yards to
It
go.
just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll send him over right. 3rd down, it's Penix. Look at that power, deep left side. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11. Now Borregales on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
Burden now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
70 Lion.
Trying an inside give to Elliott. A lot of traffic up the middle there, and he's bounced outside, nabs him 7. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup.
That run may
Brings
not
up
have gotten you a
2nd and
first,
2
but sure, a nice
at
little
the
run to set the
32-yard
table.
line.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Let's go. 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Short yardage run for Elliott. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Here we go, Shaq.
To throw here on 1st down. To his wideout, it's a screen. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Mike, take over.
On 2nd down, a run with Elliott. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Raiders with an extra DB out there, third down. Pass play coming here. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Brings it in at the 12. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
At their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Running back sent in motion. Back to throw it. He put everything he had into this one. He lays out for it and makes the catch. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Corey Gallis connects. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
Burden now to return it. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. Back now, pressure coming. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Penix now to throw. Throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Shotgun hands up here for Judkins. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Let's go.
Penix Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Andres Borregales out now to attempt this field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Burden now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ready.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
Working now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
To number 89.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Ready. Liking 18.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kit, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Ready, ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Let's go now. 18.
Here's Penix to throw. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Penix now on 1st down. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Penix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. All right, here comes Jeremy Crawshaw for the punt. It's 4th down. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on, set! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go!
He'll work against the blitz. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Throwing on 2nd. Getting out to his left. Gets him close to 8 on that effort. It's a nice slide at the end. That brings up 3rd down.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Third down here. Need 8 on the play.
Ready? 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Take off.
Air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's looking for Luther Burden. So that brings up 4th and long.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. And the give, here's Judkins. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. A little of a screen pass for Judkins. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I'd call it about the 12-yard line.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore. What is this? That was the worst call ever.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Elliott straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was brought down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
19, Tigers.
Right back to Elliott now. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Shut up. Viking, 18. Take over.
Looking in the air here. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Quick slant into the hands of Golden. Still going inside the 35. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. On the red zone now. Here's a screen to Elliott. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Odunze's got it right side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
70 Lions, Buffalo 18.
Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Judkins on 1st down. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Penix working from the gun. Leave Judkins on the drop down. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Las Vegas.
Judkins running between the tackles. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another game to Judkins. He's out in the clear. Still has some space up near midfield. Reaches the 40. At the 20. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60.
On the option, it's Elliott. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Pass play now. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Shut up.
No throw, 3rd and long. Hits his running back. Racing down the left side. He could do it. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals putting up points in a game decided.
I think he'll take his highlights however. He can get him on a handoff, pin off, and pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now.
Bengals 10.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. A pickup of 17. And that's a Vegas first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
19.
From the pistol, here's Jenkins. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Here we go, go!
Penix. Big strike here to Williams. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Judkins up the middle. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, in the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now an inside give to Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Pretty obvious as defense. You need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper.